All right, I had some audio issues. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can hear me and it sounds okay. Let me know. But let's get into it. Today is Monday, November 10th. So looking at the calendar, of course, we had the deal uh, over the weekend. It looks promising. I haven't kept up on every little headline, but I think the Senate passed something. We'll dig into it if someone can correct me. But for the week, as far as scheduled news goes, right, we've got CPI on Thursday. So if the government's open, right, we should see that, and PPI on Friday. For today, we're going to have FOMC member speaking at 9:45. This is supposed to be an interview conducted by Bloomberg Television, so that could be all over the place. So there could be a little bit more volatility around 9:45 than even normal. So keep that in mind for today. Looking back at Friday session, right, we had a little overnight action here, and then the bell opens, and finally, I think because of the airport closures and whatnot, they could make the narrative whatever they want. But in my opinion, it was the government shut down. The market had finally had enough, started tanking, and it will sell until they come into compliance. And I think they quickly saw that that's not where they wanted things to go, and come into line. As we look at the fibs coming in, come up and held that halfway back short to the tick for the bell right around 2:30 in the afternoon, and then which was also, and I'm looking at the wrong one. Never mind. Let's try that again. I'm gonna get there, I promise. It don't look like I snapped that one, so never mind. So as we come into the end of the day, right? Because of that deal going on, we just were smoking up even at the end of the day, right? And what we had happen was we ended up putting salmon run trades on, you know, trades that went off above the bell high of the day after the stock market closed between 4 and 5 p.m. Eastern time. Um, that is usually a sign of a blow off top, or things are really getting screwy for the that side, right? And so we opened up, we come in, you can see there's a little bit of a downtrend going on. We're right at around that downtrend, just eyeballing it. And if you kind of throw one on there, you can wherever you think it fits in. uh, to me it's somewhere around there. uh, But as you look at it, right, we're coming into right around that downtrend line right now on the ES. I wouldn't say that's the end all be all, but it is something to watch going into later on in the week. In other words, we could cross over that downtrend and then come back uh, under it and check back off of it again. I'll see if I can, tighten it up and get a better downtrend line. You can see that the Nasdaq wasn't as prevalent. It's got to go up, quite a bit more, get close to 750, 800 before it can pop that or even hit that downtrend. So in the overnight session, right, the keep me out of trouble fibs, uh, right at you know 7 o'clock. Uh, that was it, right? Just off to the races, and haven't even went underneath the 21.4 since 7 p.m. last night. And then, but since about 4:30 in the morning, 20 after 4, we made a high, right? We've just been coasting sideways and consolidating. And then, not a lot going on. If you look at the daily expected move, right, which is not the end all be all when you have a catalyst like the government shutdown may be ending, just sitting there. So We'll see if we can hold this, but I would expect at least he's late to the party uh, Johnny's to get taken out, and maybe we get a test back to this 25,480, which wouldn't be a whole lot down. You're only looking about another 60 points down from where we are, half in the Qs. I don't. I think I'm still going here. Yeah, it looks like I am. All right, so. Uh, as we pop into positioning, right? Not a lot for the SPX. 6,800, 6,850, 6,860. Those are your major lines to the up. And I would think for today, right, right around 68.75 to 68.80 would be your top. And to the downside, I think you're going to have a hard time getting under 67.50. And let's see if we can even get under the 67. 70 to 67.80. The market closed at 67.28. We're up about 62, so we should be opening up, give or take, right around 6,800 in the cash market right now, and then we'll go from there. I'll get the positioning updated on this grid, so it's not there yet. Uh, but I think we're going to have a little bit of two-sided. I'm not eager. There's a lot of in this week. I'm going to be a little less eager to trade today with the action that we've had. To be honest with you, I'm not a fan of where we are right now in the consolidation. Uh, I think you might get some better setups later or whatever. But you know, today might be a day that I just mainly skip trading unless I see. I would like to see both sides get shaken out at least once before I even think about where I'd like to participate in the trading after that. I really don't have any. I don't feel like there's any edge to be had at this point in time uh, trading today. So we'll see, what it is. But keep in mind, you got that Bloomberg interview. We'll see if something sets up that's a little bit more obvious. At least nothing's obvious to me. We'll see what Jack's looking at. Maybe he has some better ideas for today. But to be honest with you, I don't see anything that's setting up that really suits my fancy. And as if you're marking your capital, you don't have to every single day. Just, make that clear. I hope this helps you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully you heard me. I don't know. I'll see if I can get my other headset working again. I think the puppies chewed it.